What's good, everyone? It's your boy Kinetik 615 here for another Vikings watch along. Skull Vikes. We're taking the team to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. Um, it'll be fun. It will be fun. I'll be honest, I'm not optimistic that we're going to win, but I am very happy that JJ is going to be back and we can see him start to kick off the J.J. McCarthy era since it was interrupted by the high ankle sprain. The team has, for the most part, not performed at the level that we thought they would previously. I did a video on it last week. Make sure to check that out. But it's just, the free agent class did not pan out the way that it should have. The draft picks under Kwesi have not panned out the way that they should have. And now we're seeing the effects of that. It is what it is, though. Things could be worse. I think it is fixable. I think they will fix it, and JJ is the start of it. So it'll be fun to see that get started. The rest of the season should be 100% on developing JJ McCarthy. That should be the focus of the team. So, as a Michigan fan, this game is exciting because while I'm not a Lions fan at all, I'm a Vikings fan. Aiden Hutchinson is my second favorite football player after J.J. McCarthy, both having been Michigan Wolverines. So I want to see both of them have a good game. I just want to see the Vikings win, and I want to see both of them get out of here without an injury. We got Tom Brady on the call for the game. Michigan legend. J.J. McCarthy's the next Tom Brady. J.J. McCarthy has not lost a game as a starting quarterback in the state of Michigan. Hopefully that streak does not end today, but we'll see. I apologize, guys, if I'm not as animated and lively as I usually am. I've got a little bit of a headache today. Hopefully it'll go away as we get into this, but it'll be fun. Listening to Tom Brady talk about the QBs on the team. Yeah, should be a fun one. It's been a bit of a disappointing season for the Vikings. Hopefully we can turn it around to end the season on a high note, and I think that starts with J.J. McCarthy. I think that starts with J.J. McCarthy. What's good, Beats and Treats? Shout out to you, man. This will be a fun game, Vikings and Lions. I'm a Vikings fan. I'm a Michigan fan. I'm a J.J. McCarthy fan. I'm an Aiden Hutchinson fan. This will be interesting. I'll be honest, like I said at the start of the stream, I don't truly expect the Vikings to win the game today, but I hope to see a good game from JJ. I hope to see them actually show some life and sort of turn around the season a little bit. That's true. Despite Maze Madman trying to play the semantics game on X with me when I posted about that, he tried to attribute the 2021 Michigan State loss to JJ McCarthy, saying he lost that game in the state of Michigan. The fact is that his record is 27-1 in college, and that one was the TCU game, which was not in Michigan. As a starting quarterback, JJ McCarthy has never lost a football game in the state of Michigan. I'm hoping that streak doesn't change today, but we'll see. I don't think you can attribute that Michigan State loss in 21 to JJ McCarthy. I'm sorry. Then again, not everybody continues to support our guys when they go to the NFL. So, I support all of the Michigan Wolverines players when they go to the NFL, regardless of what team they go to. And something I've found out since I started doing the podcasting is that's not for everybody, apparently. All right, come on. Can we get rid of all these commercials and actually start the game? It's crazy. JJ McCarthy on the sideline doing his meditation thing. All right, so the Lions are going to get the ball first. There's the kickoff. Return back to the 28, 29. Tom Brady. Jared Goff is using his brain. We got Goff and shotgun type formation. Throws right, connects, First down. Sam Laporta with the catch. Now Goff is under center. Minnesota with 5 guys on the line. Amon-Ra in motion. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it off to the screen. Laporta again for another first down. 10 yards. Way too many people bid on the Gibbs fake there. Way too many of our defenders bid on the Gibbs fake. Hands it to Gibbs up the middle, and about a 5-yard gain. Okay, Ivan Pace Jr. is back in the starting lineup. That's interesting. That's weird. It only showed. Never mind. Incomplete pass to Jameson Williams. We got Andrew Van Ginkel back on the Vikes today. That's good. Gibbs in motion out of the backfield. Oh, he's returning back to a set position. Laporta motions in. Looking to throw. Under pressure, out of the pocket. Goff fires, out of bounds, throws it away. Blake Cashman on the pressure. Looks like the same play here. Fires over the middle. Wide open Sam Laporta. That was a blown coverage by our guy Josh Metellus there, and it looks like a Lions touchdown. Listen, I like Josh Metellus a lot, former Wolverine, but he has been on the receiving end of too many of these bad coverage looks this year. He bites at the wrong times. He drops in coverage when he shouldn't. I'm sorry, he drops under the coverage when he shouldn't, leaving the middle wide open. It's not good. Extra point is good, so it's 7-0 Lions to start the game. It's too many times this season that I've seen Josh Metellus out of position, leaving a guy open. Just signed a new contract. He needs to shore that up, man. And again, I'm not hating on Josh Metellus. He's a Wolverine, so I'll always support him. He's a Viking, so I'll always support him. But like, he's got to shore up that defense, man. He's got to limit the mistakes like that. It's not good. Let me know what you guys' predictions are for the score. Um, I think it'll be, as much as I want a Vikings win. If I'm being completely honest, I'll probably say it'll be 31-21 Lions, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. Miles Price with the return. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Miles Price. Miles Price gets it across to the Lions 40-yard line on the return. Undrafted free agent, rookie wide receiver, Miles Price on that return. Number 4. Respect to Jake Bates for staying in the game as a tackler. That may have been a touchdown if he didn't. All right, so we got JJ under center, 4 receivers. Got a receiver in motion now, TJ Hawkinson. Hands it to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones runs up the middle, cuts right, gets through the line, first down. Nice run, Aaron Jones. I love watching JJ McCarthy play. JJ under center. We got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Hands it to Jones again, up the middle. Maybe a yard. Maybe. All right, so aside from our center, we've got our 4 starting lineup, our starting offensive line. Naylor starting at wide receiver with Jordan Addison. What? Why did they? That just said that Jalen Naylor was wide receiver 1. What? That someone messed up. Somebody messed up on that graphic because Justin Jefferson's been in the game every single play on offense, and they had Jalen Naylor as wide receiver 1, Jordan Addison wide receiver 2, and then TJ Hawkinson and Josh Oliver and Aaron Jones. So Somebody messed up on that graphic. That should have been Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 1. All right, we got 3rd and 10 after the incomplete pass to Jordan Addison. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. TJ Hawkinson in motion. Under pressure, quick pass. Aaron Jones, first down. Nice. Nice. The blitz came in. JJ was ready. Screen pass to Aaron Jones. First down. JJ McCarthy. JJ recognized the blitz. Audible to the screen. Brian O'Neill on the block. Oh my God, I love this. Skull Vikes. All right, JJ in shotgun. Aaron Jones in the backfield. 3 receivers. Throw into the corner and touchdown. Justin Jefferson, JJ McCarthy, and Justin Jefferson. The JJ to JJ connection is real. Touchdown, Vikings tie game. There we go. There we go. Amik Robertson cannot cover Justin Jefferson. Sorry. That's Jay Jettas. JJ to JJ. Kick is up. It's good. Riker with the extra point. Now it's 7-7. That was fun. What's up, Lucha Max?
Howdy, howdy.
Not much, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving seeing JJ back in the game. Had a great first series. Did you watch it or listen
What do you
to it?
mean? I'm watching it right now. What do you mean had a great first series?
I mean, he had a great first series. He came out first. There was a run by Aaron Jones for his first down. Then the second run didn't go anywhere. Then he had a pass to Jordan Addison that was incomplete. But then he had 3rd down and 10. JJ at the line, empty backfield, recognizes the blitz, alerts everyone, changes this play to a screen pass, beats the pressure on the blitz, screen pass to Aaron Jones, first down, and then the very next play, touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson, touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson because they thought that Amik Robertson was going to be able to cover him one-on-one.
Oh, I see it now. I was really confused because like where I was in the game, I see the Lions 7 and the Vikings 0. So I think I'm a little behind you.
That's all right though. But yeah, so JJ just had an amazing first drive. He looks like a franchise quarterback. He's everything that I've been saying he was going to be. All the haters.
I mean,
shut the fuck up.
He can be a franchise quarterback right up until Aiden Hutchinson re-injures his ankle.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. JJ's the next Tom Brady. It starts now.
I mean, I don't think that for sure. There's too many other talented quarterbacks in the league right now that can take that.
I'm not saying they don't have talent too. It's just JJ's gonna be the best.
I mean, one day maybe, yeah, but as of right now, there are other contenders.
Not with this high of a ceiling. JJ is going to be the best. He's got the mentality, he's got the mindset, he's got the toughness, he's got the athletic skills, the athleticism to be able to throw or run. He's good. JJ's good.
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have the ability to run to be Brady quality, because Brady didn't really run all that much.
No,
he was a statue.
He's going to be better than Brady.
I don't think that, no. Having the ability to run or not to run doesn't necessarily mean...
Yeah, you also think J.J. McCarthy's injury prone, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, he gets injured. So far, he's 2 for 2 on injuries, on injuries per season.
No. He's 2 injuries in a 16 years of playing football. That's not injury prone.
No. Yeah, no. We're talking NFL here. College doesn't matter anymore.
I mean,
He's
you
no
still get hit
longer.
at every level.
I know, but he's no longer a Wolverine. He's in the NFL. He's a Viking now.
He
Until
is
he switches
forever a
teams.
Wolverine.
Not until he retires, no.
He is forever a Wolverine.
Just like Brady. He was a Wolverine right up until he went to the Patriots.
Yeah, he was always.
Then he was a Patriot. Now that he's retired, he's a Wolverine and a Patriot.
They're always Wolverines from the day they
And a Buccaneer.
step foot on the campus of Michigan and play their first game. They're a Wolverine. Was that a 2-yard run? Maybe 1.5-yard run from David Montgomery.
I'll find out here in about 10 seconds.
This has been fun too, watching Brian Flores and Dan Campbell coach against each other. This has been fun. All right, we got Goff under center, wing formation, 2 receivers. Oh wait, Gibbs was lined up as a receiver. Okay, and tackle in the backfield.
They put Gibbs in the gadget position.
Kinda. He wasn't in the slot. He was on the edge of the wing formation, but then he went in motion. I had to remind myself for a second because I was like, who's number 0? Oh, right. He changed his jersey number. Dan Campbell looks upset that play didn't work. All right, we got Goff and shotgun now. 3rd and 10. Amon-Ra motioning over to the left side. Montgomery switching sides. Blitz. And it's blown dead. False start by the Lions. All right, so I'll move back 5 yards. That was on Sam Laporta. All right, Goff in shotgun again. We got trips left. Single back. No blitz. Screen pass. They're ready for it and gobbled up in the backfield. 4th down. Brian Flores is out coaching Dan Campbell right now. That was a screen pass to Jameson Williams. So this was awesome. So last play that was blown dead, they blitzed like 7 guys. So they got the penalty, went back 5 yards, and they assumed that he was going to blitz again. So they called a little quick bubble screen. But they actually did one of my favorite things where they lined 7 guys up on the line but dropped 3 in coverage. And so they were ready for the screen and able to pounce on Jameson Williams. Punt goes to the 35, 36-yard line. Michigan could take the lead here if JJ leads another scoring drive.
What do you mean Michigan? Michigan's not on the field.
Oh, with JJ as the quarterback, Michigan is on the field.
No, that's Minnesota.
JJ is the greatest quarterback in the history of Michigan. He is a Wolverine. He is the Wolverine. Until Bryce Underwood wins the national championship and a Heisman, JJ McCarthy is the greatest quarterback in the history of the Wolverines, and he is Michigan.
Right now,
he is Michigan.
Right now, JJ is a Viking. He has no affiliations with Michigan anymore.
And JJ McCarthy, despite Maze Madman trying to argue semantics with me on Twitter, JJ McCarthy has not lost a game as a starting quarterback in the state of Michigan. He is undefeated as a starting quarterback in the state of Michigan.
That will change today.
Not by the looks of it.
It's the first half of the game, man. You and I both know that Detroit does their best work in the second half.
And as of right now, he looks better than Jared Goff.
No. I mean, you know Detroit. You know how Detroit does plays their games, especially with these tough matchups. They're not going to come out swinging right out the gate. They're going to hold their best plays for the second half. They're going to get a feel for what your guys' game plan is, and then in the second half, they're going to execute their own to counteract it.
I'm just saying, JJ's looked better, like a better quarterback than Jared Goff right now. The Vikings have coached a better game so far in the first quarter. So, and hey, listen, I predicted at the start of the stream that I predicted the Lions were going to win. I'm second guessing that now. All right, we got JJ back on the field now.
I think the Lions are still going to win.
JJ under center, hands it to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, first down run. Nice run by Aaron Jones. This is so awesome. Ben Urosic and Nick Vanette are in the game now at tight end. So we got a 2 tight end set. There was Aiden Hutchinson, my second favorite player in the league. JJ calling a change at the line. Under center. Fakes the handoff, play action. Fires over the middle to Jones. Connects. 5 or 6 yard line, or 5 or 6 yard gain there. What's up, Keegan? Shout out to Keegan in the chat. Keegan, if you want to come on with me in Lichmax, let me know. JJ's looking great. JJ's looking like a professional quarterback right now, and you cannot deny it. All right, JJ in shotgun. Single back. Back in motion. Hands it off to Jones. Jones cuts up, goes left, cuts back up the middle, first down. Kind of like how JJ's crushing the Detroit fans' hopes right now, isn't he? Dude,
you clearly have been watching Lions football.
What I'm watching right now is JJ being a better quarterback on the field than Jared Goff. JJ under center right now, receiver in motion.
No, what you're seeing is the Lions
getting steps up in the pocket, away from the rush. JJ scrambling, gets a throw off, incomplete.
What you're seeing is the Lions allowing you guys to play your offense so that way we can adjust to it and stop it.
No, what I'm seeing is JJ looking like a great quarterback.
No,
like I've been saying.
We do it against every team. The Lions play it safe the first half of the game. The second half, we make adjustments and we come out swinging. The first half is all about sussing out your guys' game plan and how you are playing.
Right,
second half is about stopping that.
Hands it off to the running back, gets a yard.
So yes, you guys are gonna get yards. You guys are gonna look great the first half, and then the second half it's just gonna get shut all down. Exactly, Keegan. It's early. It's hard to say. It's hard to give any team the edge right now.
It's pretty bad that you gotta hope that a former Michigan player starts playing badly.
No, we don't have to hope. We know it'll happen because that's how Dan Campbell rolls.
JJ
We
and
give you
shotgun now. 3 receivers left.
like if you watched
TJ Hawkinson on the right
any
sideline,
of
tight formation.
if you watched any Lions football, you would see what we're doing.
JJ fires left down the field. Caught by Jordan Addison. First down. I hope you started Addison today, Keegan. 31-yard throw on third down by J.J. McCarthy. Jordan Addison. Addy, baby.
And we saw this same kind of a thing happen last year, too. The first time that we were matched up.
I told you that the Keegan in the chat. Yeah, did I or did I not tell you that JJ has like a really good chemistry with Jordan Addison? JJ rolling out, fires over the middle, touchdown. TJ Hawkinson. Vikings take the lead. 2 touchdowns, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for JJ McCarthy. Did I not tell you that the connection between JJ McCarthy and Jordan Addison was real? I've been telling you that for weeks. Exactly. I told you that I didn't trust Tua, didn't I, Keegan? I told you to start JJ. I told you over Tua, I would start JJ. I told you that, and you didn't listen. He's already got more points than Tua. Tua's too unreliable. JJ's the guy.
Why would you ever start Tua over anybody? Like, Carson Wentz would have been a better start over Tua.
Dude, Carson Wentz is on the IR.
I know. He'd still be a better start than Tua.
That's 2 drives. That's 2 touchdowns. JJ has looked great.
I mean, he can look great all he wants in the first half. The second half's going to be a whole different story.
Second half's going to be the exact same.
You obviously haven't been watching Lions football.
I've been watching JJ for years.
Right, but you haven't been watching Lions football and how we roll.
I know how JJ rolls.
You said, because last season we were in the same situation with the Vikings taking the first half victory, and then we hit the second half and they fall apart. Because that's what Dan Campbell does. He gives you he gives you that false sense of security, and then in the second half we adapt and overcome, and we take the game back in the second half.
Yes,
we're gonna let you play all your plays in the first half, but we're gonna take it back in the second. We're gonna know what you're doing. We're gonna adjust. We're gonna scheme, and we're gonna lock everything that you want to do down.
You can do that when we're playing a fucking pumpkin dressed up like Cinderella and Sam Darnold. You can't do that against J.J. McCarthy.
It doesn't matter. We did the same thing against the fucking Ravens. We did the same thing against the Ravens.
Also, not J.J. McCarthy.
Also, a much better quarterback right now than J.J. McCarthy.
It's not J.J. McCarthy though.
No, he's better at being J.J. than J.J. is right now.
So it has
like
nothing
he
to do
can
with what I'm saying.
Like that was a true dual threat quarterback we were up against with Derrick Henry, and we shut them down.
And it's still not JJ, and you're not going to do it to JJ.
And they are running a similar defensive scheme that y'all run Minnesota over at the Ravens. Granted, they are not good at implementing it this year, but it's a similar scheme.
Yeah, I would say that Brian Flores is a little bit more innovative and
that's why I said that's why I put the caveat. They are not good at running it this year, but it is at the core a similar scheme. And we shut them down. Like, the offense is completely different, I will agree, but the defense is very similar because they both have the same bones about them. But the difference is Lamar Jackson is a true dual threat quarterback, and they have a much better running back in Derrick Henry, and we shut that down.
The fact is that J.J. McCarthy right now is carving up your defense.
That's fine. The Ravens did the same thing the first half too, and we shut them down in the second.
I'm not talking about the Ravens, bro. I'm talking about J.J. right now.
I'm using the Ravens because it's pretty comparable to what we're dealing with right now. Because what we're dealing with is a dual threat
we
quarterback.
got Goff in shotgun. We got Jamo in motion. Wing formation, 2 receivers left, single back. Looks like Gibbs. Goff looking to throw, under pressure, and sacked. Vikings get a sack on Jared Goff. Brian Flores is out coaching Dan Campbell right now.
In the first half of the game.
Jeez, that was nice. All right, Goff under center now. It's gonna be 2nd and 16. Goff under center, single back, really tight formation. It's like a double wing. Laporta in motion, pitches it to Gibbs. Gibbs around the right corner, gets some yards, tackled at the 30. It's gonna be second on. It's gonna be 3rd and probably 10-ish. 3rd and 9. Mahogany looks really frustrated with the Vikings defensive line right now. All right, we got Raymond in motion. Goff in shotgun. Minnesota with a bunch of guys on the line. Hitman drops back. Goff fires left. Caught. First down at midfield. That was Amon-Ra. 19-yard gain, first down. Yeah, that was a really good cut by Amon-Ra.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have work to do on our offensive line. That's been known all season.
All right, here we go. Goff under center, fullback and tailback, 1 receiver, and it looks like a tight end, 2 tight ends. Hands it to Gibbs, runs up the middle, gets 3, I think.
Like 4.
I'll say this is something I didn't expect. I did not expect Jared Goff to have a better year after Ben Johnson left. That's something I didn't expect.
Well, it's the player. Everyone was thinking it was the coach that was making Goff look good. Like, yeah, that was a factor, but it's just Goff, man.
All right, we got Goff under center, wing formation, 2 receivers right, play action, under pressure, throws it over the middle, almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Okay, but Goff is starting to panic under pressure.
Well, last year he had Ragnow guarding the A gap, so he never had to worry about that. This season, like especially against you guys who like the mixed pressures from the A and C gaps. So now that we have a weakness at center, I don't think Goff is as adept at really.
We got 3 receivers bunched right.
That's not the right word.
Goff dropping back under pressure again. Another sack. Another sack on Goff.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
Last season, Goff didn't have to worry about A gap pressure because he had Frank Ragnow guarding there. This season, he doesn't have that.
Oh my God, that was so good. That little twist with Cashman and Wilson, two linebackers. Okay, sorry. Fair catch on the punt. It's going to be at the 12-yard line, and there's a flag.
Hopefully it's on Minnesota. It's probably going to be on the Lions because we've been getting targeted for flags all season.
Yeah, it's on Minnesota.
Good.
Ty Felton was holding, apparently. Why? If it's a fair catch, why is he holding? It's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, you don't know it's a fair catch until you fair catch it.
Well, he knew it was a fair catch when Miles Price did the signal for a fair catch. The flag came in after that. No excuse to be holding on a fair catch.
Well, if the NBA is anything to go off of, it's probably because somebody had some money on some flags.
That's fair. Keegan says the Lions haven't played well when they chase points. All right, so the drive starts on the 7-yard line. 1st and 10. JJ and shotgun, single back, 3 receivers, and TJ Hawkinson. Justin Jefferson has one-on-one pressure, but it's going to be a run up the middle. It'll be 2 yards. That was Jordan Mason on the run. Are we doing hurry up to get another playoff this quarter? Detroit's defense looked unprepared for a second. Now JJ's changing something at the line. Nope. It was a bluff. They weren't going to run a play anyway. Fucking mind games. Fucking mind games, dude. It was like 20-something seconds left, and everyone was assuming that they were just going to run the clock out for the quarter. And 14 seconds left on the clock, and the Vikings suddenly start rushing back to the line. Detroit looks like, what the fuck's going on? So then they hurry up and get into position. JJ looks like he's calling an audible, gets everyone tense, and then lets the time run out. This is fun. All right, we're starting the second quarter now. So in the first quarter, Vikings had 33 rush yards to Lions 19, 68 pass yards to the Lions 65. I tried to tell you, Keegan. I tried to tell you. JJ to JA was going to be a great connection today. All right, it's going to be second down here. Or is it? Yeah,
Especially with who we have out right now.
And JJ under pressure he gets away from the sack and then gets sacked. Damn. It looked like it looked like he was sacked, and then he suddenly scrambled away out of nowhere and then got like shoestring tackled. Like he pulled away from 2 guys that had their arms around him. and almost got away from the third and running.
But what about second sack? Like we've all seen first sack, but what about second sack?
That was actually kind of like the third sack because, like I said, he got away from two guys that had hands on him, and almost got away from the third guy. So you know what? It's cool. All right, it's 3rd and 12. JJ and shotgun. What up, Kurt? JJ dropping back, looking to throw, fires left, and dropped by TJ Hawkinson. So it's going to be a punt. It's going to be a 3-and-out. That was open, and he might have gotten a first down, but Hawkinson dropped it. That was a good throw up by JJ. Bad catch by Hawkinson. I can't believe JJ got pulled away from that first sack, dude. Like, it looked like he was wrapped up by two guys, and then just suddenly he just like squirts out of the pocket to the fucking sideline and almost outran that last guy.
You sure that's the word you want to use for that one?
Yes, I am fully aware of what it sounds like. Kurt, there's nothing wrong with that because I'm the same way. I'm a Vikings fan, but like I want Hutch to have a good game. I just want the Vikings to win. You can want JJ to throw for 400 yards and still lose. Like that's a thing. You don't have to wish ill will on JJ McCarthy just because he's playing against the Lions. Like he can still have a good game and y'all still win.
I would like to see Hutch just completely decimate JJ. Like that's what I'm wanting to see.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
Like I want Hutch to just just get all of the hits on JJ.
Yeah, like I said, because you're an asshole. I don't stop supporting our players when they leave Michigan.
They're no longer my players when they leave Michigan. They become the opposition. Because they're in the way of one of my team's path to a Super Bowl.
Like I said, Keegan, I want Hutch to have a good game. So far, I've tried to tell y'all that Hutch struggles with Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw. I've tried to tell y'all that. Like, those are two of the only offensive tackles that give him trouble. And you're seeing it today. So before he can get a hand on JJ, he's got to beat Brian O'Neill or Christian Darrisaw, or twist inside to get on our weak center or rookie left guard.
See, I think that's something that we should honestly be doing. We should be rotating our ends to be the DTs and the DTs to be the ends against you guys.
I wouldn't do it every play, but I mean, I would definitely do it. And
right,
especially with Hutch, knowing that the Vikings are starting a center who was a left guard until 4 weeks ago and a rookie left guard. That's definitely what I would be doing. I wouldn't be doing it every play because if they're ready for it, then they can adjust. But like every so often, I would just do some kind of little twist or stunt with Hutch to get him on the interior and
not even a twist or stunt. Like I would literally have them line up normal. Hold on. Literally just rotate them and then have the tackle split and the ends rotate inside right before the snap.
Okay, they were just talking about costumes. I was trying to see what they were talking about. All right, golf under center, Amon-Ra in motion, wing formation, 2 receivers. Fakes the handoff, play action, throws it to Laporta. That's a gain of 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll find out here in about 30 seconds. Still on commercials. I wish I could watch it normally, but if I watch it like the live in the way that I watch live,
hand off to Montgomery.
I won't be able to be on here.
And just shy of the first down, I think. He might have gotten the first down, but let's see. Okay, just short. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
I really wish that my live TV app would do picture-in-picture.
Just be glad you don't have YouTube TV.
I would never get YouTube TV.
And
That's a waste of over $100 a month.
Wait. I don't know if he got that. Hold on. Okay, first down. He barely got it. We got 2 tight ends in motion, 2 receivers. Goff under center, pitches it to Montgomery. Montgomery up the middle, and only a yard. Damn right they are, Keegan. And again, I think I pointed this out to you before. Aside from Ryan Kelly, this is the first game that the Vikings have had their starting quarterback, starting running back, starting left tackle, starting right tackle, starting left guard. Basically, their whole starting offense on the field except for the center. This is the first game that all of these guys have been on the field together. Everyone except for Ryan Kelly. Almost another sack. Goff gets away from it. God. And then we had a broken tackle against Montgomery, and he keeps going. First down. Almost a sack, almost a TFL, but y'all got the first down. That's good. That was a good escape by Goff. The one on Montgomery, that was just like a bad tackle. But the Goff getting out of that sack, that was a good escape. Lions 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. Jumbo set on the offensive line. Fakes the it's a throw. Oh, it's a fumble. No, it's not a fumble. Okay, I thought it was a fumble. All right, so quick pass to Montgomery or to St. Brown, down at the 1-yard line, second and goal. For a second, it looked like Harrison Smith punched it out as he was going down. All right, Goff under center, jumbo wing formation, hands it off. Montgomery gets stuffed in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Third and 1. We're on the 4 or 5 yard line? No. Oh, they didn't go back as far as I thought they did. They went back to the 2-yard line. Laporta motioning out, fires left, and dropped. Incomplete pass to Amon-Ra. That should have been a catch. Normally he catches those. It's going to be 4th and 1 on the 2-yard line. Is Dan Campbell going to go for it? Looks like they're going to go for it.
I'm guessing it's probably going to be a handoff to Montgomery.
Well, they got giant jumbo sets. They got a bunch of linemen, and it's going to be a timeout. Vikings call a timeout. They're probably expecting a trick play here with like gonna throw a flea flicker to like your offensive tackle or some shit. And the Vikings wanted to get a look at the offensive formation and then call a timeout to talk about it.
Yeah, and I think they're going to switch what they're going to do at that point. Like they probably were originally going to do a flea flicker to a lineman.
They're not doing a flea flicker on the goal line. I was being sarcastic.
I mean, they did it before with Goff.
I could see him doing like an RPO to a lineman on a flat or something like that. But. All right, here we go. They're going back to the line now. We got two receivers, one tight end. The tight end is out wide, although it's a tight formation. And there goes the tight end in motion to the other side. Tight wing formation, under center Goff. Other tight end in motion, hands it off to Montgomery, and I think he got the touchdown. Did he? Yep, touchdown Lions.
By way of Montgomery.
Yep.
Ah, who called it? Who called a handoff to Montgomery?
Yeah, no, that was good.
That's their favorite thing to do on the goal line is to hand it off to Knuckles to power through to get the touchdown.
I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good strategy.
I mean, Montgomery is usually almost always good for at least 1 to 2 yards, at the least. Now, the one thing that I will say, and this might be controversial, depending on who you are, but I don't believe the Lions lost the Chiefs game. I think that game should be overturned.
I think the fact that Brian Branch got suspended for punching a player post game shows that y'all did deserve to lose that game.
No,
there's no excuse for that.
You clearly didn't watch the game.
I'm telling you, there's no excuse for punching
I'm
another
not
player
even.
post game.
I'm not even talking about that. Like he deserved to get suspended. I'm not even talking about that. The game itself, what happened on the field, it should have resulted in the game getting overturned and the win taken away from the Chiefs because that was the worst officiating and clear example of uh, of biased officiating that I've ever seen since the Patriots, the Brady era Patriots. Like blatant holding, just blatant pass interference, no flags on the Chiefs whatsoever for any of it. Illegal block in the back, but no flag right in front of a ref. No flag, but Detroit does one thing questionable and they get a flag. That game was a clear example of biased officiating or corrupt officiating. So much like how the NBA got investigated for game fixing.
Hey, I need to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
All right, I feel like the Chiefs officiating staff should be under investigation for the same thing for the Lions Chiefs game because that was egregious and blatant officiating negligence. I think would be the right word for it. But if you disagree, feel free to let me know in the chat. I personally think in this game that we're watching here, the Vikings versus the Lions, I think we're going to see a completely different Lions coming out of the half and a completely different Vikings. I think we're going to see the Lions start to step up when it comes after the half, and they're going to put the Vikings back in their place behind the Lions. I will say, watching this game does make me miss Ben Johnson.
All right, I'm back. Sorry. No, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like I said earlier, I actually predicted that the Lions would win this game. But I want to see JJ look good, and that's what we're seeing. I want to see the offense show that they're at least better than they have been so far. Here we got JJ rolling out. Little stutter step, gets back to the line. Was looking for a receiver, didn't see anyone open, so he just got back to the line. Good heads up play by JJ.
See, I want Hutch to eat good in this game. That's what I want.
He could have had Jefferson there. That was a mistake on JJ. He could have thrown
But
it to
but I thought JJ doesn't make mistakes. He's the best quarterback of all time. He can't make mistakes. He's JJ.
I said by the end of his career, he's going to be the best quarterback of all time.
Maybe.
Hands off to Aaron Jones. Oh, wait, is that Aaron Jones? No, that's Jordan Mason. Sorry. There's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. That's my prediction.
Oh, this looks like a false start.
Offense, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't have a false start on defense. Actually,
well, I mean,
but
you can. Yeah, you can have false start.
it just never gets called because it's different. Yeah. Like the defensive line can move like the offensive line can't, but they can't do it like sudden movements.
Right.
Like if they put their hand in the ground, they can't like suddenly move it real fast. Screen pass to Aaron Jones around the edge. First down and more. Still going across midfield. Steps out of bounds. Aaron Jones, first down. Nice conversion there by JJ on the screen pass. Oh, that was so nice. Split backs formation, which you know I love. Completely caught the Lions off guard. And people say JJ can't layer throws. Look at that. Got it right over the defender's hand.
Who says that?
A lot of people. They say that's the biggest criticism on JJ is that he always throws fastballs. Here we go. Split backs again.
My biggest criticism of JJ is the fact that he keeps getting injured.
Left, caught. Justin Jefferson motioned into the backfield to be the second back in a split back formation and then ran a little flat route and got it. But there's a flag on the play.
Holding.
Let's see. No! Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on Aiden Hutchinson for a late hit on JJ.
Worth it.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Worth it. Do it again.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't think that was a personal foul. That was stupid. I'm a Vikings fan right now. I'm telling you, I don't think that was unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, probably not. Aiden isn't one to do that anyway.
Yeah, it was not a late hit. He barely touched him. I don't even think it was intentional. So that was a bad call.
Yeah,
but
and
first down, pass to Justin.
And JJ
is alive.
See, if this was the Chiefs, Mahomes would have flopped on a backflip and everything just by getting breathed on by Aiden Hutchinson after he threw the ball.
Dude, that double move by Justin Jefferson there, oh my God. No, that was not a late hit. That was not even a foul. That should not have been called. All right, we got JJ under center, two receivers. Hands it off. Jordan Mason around the edge gets a yard. It was good defense by the Lions there.
The only downside is with that one personal foul being called and not rejected, if it happens again, Aiden can be at risk at getting ejected.
Okay, so the personal foul was because as he was going, it looked like I get it. It kind of looks like he intentionally like put his leg out to kick JJ in the leg. I don't think it was intentional, but I can see how it looked intentional when they slowed it down. But I don't think it was intentional.
Yeah, but since that flag is upheld,
JJ was under pressure, dumped it off to the running back on the flat route, no gain.
Aiden is at risk now of potentially getting ejected.
Potentially, and I don't want that to happen.
I don't either.
I do want to say though, the all the talk about JJ coming into this weekend was that so far he's looked like the pro game is too fast for him. That is not the case in this game. He is reacting to pressure. He's getting the ball out. He's audibling. He's getting out of sacks. Like, come on, dude, this is awesome to watch. JJ in shotgun, bunch receivers right. Looking to throw, under pressure, and gets. Wait, something just happened. Okay, they picked the flag up. So that was good pressure up the middle by the Lions. It pushed. I'm assuming it was Brandell. No, it was. Who was that? Yeah, was it? Hold on.
You should know your players' names.
I know their names. I don't know the number. Okay, no, never mind.
You should know their number.
They were they pushed Jordan Mason, the running back, into JJ, and JJ tried to get out, but his foot caught on Jordan Mason, and he got taken down for a sack. So now they just hit a 50-yard field goal to take the lead. He didn't suplex JJ. He didn't even touch JJ. He just pushed Mason into JJ, and JJ tripped. Come on, Keegan. It was a good play to get pressure like that. I'm not taking anything away from Campbell, but he didn't actually touch JJ. He pushed a motherfucker into a motherfucker.
Campbell choke slammed a motherfucker and then suplex JJ.
No, I'll say he choke slammed Jordan Mason into JJ. That's fair, but he didn't touch JJ.
JJ kind of suplexed himself too.
I mean, he tried to scramble away and his foot got caught on Jordan Mason. So,
I want to see more of that. We need to get more of that shit. See, I think what we should be doing against this team, since Hutch does struggle with Darisaw, is we should be dropping Aiden back into like a flat zone, or put him on a spy, and have Jack Campbell or Alex Anzalone rush in.
I mean, he's athletic
replacing.
Enough to do it. I wouldn't do it every play, but I would definitely have it in the repertoire.
Yeah, right. Like I would be like swapping those two out. Like have them still line up like they normally would, but on snap, Aiden runs to a flat, and Campbell or Anzalone comes screaming in where Aiden was.
Okay, but what is he protecting, Ripstar? I've not been saying anything bad about Lions fans or the fan base. I've been actually praising them when they have good plays. I've been saying that they had, good pressures, good defense, good tackling. I like Hutch. I've said I want Hutch to have a good game. I don't know what he's protecting him from. I haven't been hating on the Lions.
Yeah, I mean, I would really love to see Hutch just completely decimate JJ, get like 6 sacks on him. That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't need to do that. But he can have all kinds of tackles on running backs. He can have pressures.
He
can have wins.
Those aren't as impactful as sacks.
No, but I want him to have a good game. I don't want him to touch JJ.
I would like for him to just make JJ eat that turf. You know, that would be fantastic.
You wish.
But I know that he struggles against uh, Darisaw,
And O'Neal.
so I think the best
I mean,
bet
to be
would be
fair,
to rotate
he's
him
usually
into
matched up.
coverage.
To be fair, he's usually matched up against O'Neal. But, I mean, he does flip to the other
Right.
side of the line and go against Darisaw sometimes. Oh!
Right.
Gibbs tackled in the backfield by, what was that, Hargrave? Javon Hargrave. There we go. Why is Gibbs trying to imitate the Ashton Genty Michael Myers stance? That's weird. But Javon Hargrave with the tackle for loss there on Gibbs. Goff in shotgun, wing formation, 2 receivers, single back, drops back to throw, under pressure, fires over the middle. Amon-Ra catches it, gets it to the 34, 35-yard line, about 4 or 5 yards away from a first down. It'll be third down. Is Penei Sewell injured?
Penei Sewell, yeah, I think he got injured last week.
No. It looks like he got something in his eyes.
Oh.
Huh. All right, we got Goff in shotgun, 4 receivers. Amon-Ra in motion, looking to throw. Quick fire, knockdown. The pass is knocked down by Hitman Harrison Smith, who got in the backfield and knocked the pass down before it even left his hand. Well, not before it left his hand, but right after it left his hand.
I was going to say, if it was before he left his hand, that's called a fumble,
Yeah,
my guy.
Yeah, whatever. My point is that it's the Hitman, okay?
See, I don't think we should have passed it there. I think we should have handed it off to Montgomery to get those 2 yards.
Maybe, yeah, I can see that. But, I mean, it was supposed to be like a little screen pass or flat. Like,
right. But, I mean, I would have done it in an RPO fashion where, like, it's a run pass with Montgomery. And I would have used, I would have probably used Amon-Ra as the recipient of the potential recipient of the pass.
hey, Mike, Ripstar's talking about you.
I don't even know who that is. No, Ripstar, I'm not saying the name. I know what you're trying to get. I know what you're trying to say. And no. And there is actually a quarterback by that name, except it's Hawkins.
I never thought about that. The freaking Oklahoma.
He's the Oklahoma backup quarterback, yeah. Yeah, unlike Kinetik, I read the messages before I say them.
That's because I actually usually assume people are actually good intentioned, and
yeah, don't do that.
Assholes take advantage of it. They think it makes me look dumb, but it really just makes them look like an asshole.
You got to screen the messages before you read them, because otherwise stuff like that happens.
I mean, I don't care, dude. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me look bad. All right, we got JJ under center again. Bunch formation left, one receiver right, single back. We got Oliver in
They put
motion.
JJ under center. They should
And there's a
rotate
flag.
Hutch
It's gonna be
inside.
a false start or offsides. Okay, looks like false start.
If when JJ is under center, they should rotate Hutchinson inside to break through that center to get JJ immediately on the snap. I mean, with any luck, Keegan, it'll be JJ. That's why I say I think they really like when they have JJ under center. That I think they really should rotate Hutch inside to take the nose tackle.
Run to the right with
position.
Aaron Jones. Nice little pickup there. It'll be second down. I didn't see how many yards he got. J.J. McCarthy's current stat line, 8 of 11, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, Keegan, how does that compare to Tua's since you wanted to start Tua instead of J.J.? Vikings 2nd and 9.
Well, to be fair, with JJ coming off of injury, we assumed he wouldn't be playing his best right now.
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Well, I mean, it's a fair assumption. It's not often that quarterbacks come back and
JJ
are at the
under
top of
pressure
their
gets
game.
the pass off to T.J. Hawkinson, even as he's getting hit, and there's a flag.
Thank God. Probably holding.
And Keegan said Hutch just got pancaked. There's a roughing the passer.
How is that roughing the passer when he's
Campbell.
being tackled while he's throwing it? How is that roughing the passer when he's being tackled mid-throw?
I don't know. That's on the fence because I understand
What
it.
is that call?
I don't know that I would call it.
Like, what is that call for real?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm on the fence.
like
with
if
that
we're
one.
gonna get called for it anyway, we might as well go hard in the paint on it. You know, like really smack him good. We're gonna get called on it anyway.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know that I would.
Like, I'm not gonna advocate for injuring players.
Then stop advocating.
Right, I'm not going to advocate for injuring players, but if we're going to get called,
there you go. Now
like
you got
if we're going to get called for roughing the passer anyway, we might as well make the penalty worth it, you know.
Or just
like really get a good solid hit in, you know. Make him think twice.
Or just don't hit the QB late. It's not hard.
I mean, it wasn't technically late though. Like it was within the time frame of the tackle window.
And I'll be honest, I wasn't watching it live as it happened. I just saw the end of it. I think it was a sack, but I might be wrong.
Really wish that I had the ability to watch this thing live instead of the way that I have to watch it.
I tried to tell Keegan not to trust Tua. I told him JJ would be a better start than Tua, and he believed me when I told him that JJ would have a good connection with Jordan Addison coming back today, but didn't trust that enough to start JJ. I mean, I
wouldn't have started JJ either.
I can't really say anything bad because I have JJ and didn't start him, but that's also because I have Lamar Jackson. So. Yeah, you should know by now, being a Michigan fan, Keegan, to stop doubting JJ. Because what happens every time someone doubts JJ? He proves them wrong.
Right up until JJ gets injured again.
Yeah, again, there's that stupid narrative about him being injury prone because he's had 2 injuries in 16 years.
Well, it's not good in the NFL to have 2 injuries basically back to back.
All right, we got JJ in shotgun. Looking to throw under pressure, escapes the pocket, throws it, and it's incomplete. Damn it. Okay.
I mean, the real question, Keegan, should be, why did you draft Tua?
He didn't. He drafted JJ and cut him at one point and then signed Tua when he could have re-signed JJ.
Yeah, I wouldn't have signed Tua.
Tisk tisk, a Michigan fan thinking Tua was going to be a better signing than JJ McCarthy. Third
No,
and
you should have
13.
signed Goff.
JJ in shotgun. We got a bunch formation left, single receiver right. Drops back.
Should have signed Goff. You would have had a better time.
Pressure, Hutch in his face, and he lets one go. But there's defensive pass interference. It's an interception, but it's DPI.
Of course it is.
Hutchinson was right in JJ's face. Look, Hutch and JJ are sitting there chopping it up after the play. I'd love to see that. Love to see that.
Just like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
Okay, so it wasn't DPI because it was the other DB that did it, but there was illegal contact on Justin Jefferson. Wasn't DPI, though. All right, it's gonna be first and 10. JJ under center now. 3 receivers. Addison in motion. Fakes the pitch. Throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. He was under pressure. Got rid of it. Well, if your guys would stop hitting him late after he's already thrown it, he wouldn't take so many hits, Keegan. All right, we got JJ on the center.
If we're going to get
receivers left.
if we're going to get a flag for it anyway, we should just like make the flag worth it,
Or just don't do it. JJ throws, it gets tipped at the line, but Justin Jefferson is able to still catch it and gets tackled just past the line of scrimmage. Jefferson able to still
9, I'm guessing.
Oh, that wasn't even tipped. What the look, I'm not going to be a conspiracy theorist here. But did JJ throw that at Hutch's face on purpose? It looked on purpose. It looked like after that late hit. It looked like after that late hit, JJ decided, you know what, and threw it right at Hutch's helmet. I don't think that's what actually happened. It's just what it looks like.
Maybe JJ was trying to give Hutch the ball.
I don't know if that was a catch or an interception.
Hopefully interception. Although what mattered either way. Although an interception is a catch, just in this instance by the correct team to be catching.
The referees are talking about it, trying to determine who had possession. Okay, Jalen Naylor has it first. It looks like it's Naylor's ball. But then when he goes down, then he kind of loses it on the ground, and then they both have hands on it. I can't tell.
I think the correct call would be to give it to the Lions.
I don't know.
Or rule it incomplete. Like if you don't know, they should just rule it incomplete.
They're ruling it an interception. Now is it going to
Good.
be challenged? That's too close. I have no idea. Because Jalen Naylor had it first. He never lost control of it. I would challenge it because he from that camera angle it just showed Naylor had it in his hand against his leg. He went down, and at no point did the ball touch the ground, and at no point did Naylor lose control of it. But then as they go to the ground, Arnold has a hand on it as well, and both of their hands stay on it through the tackle. But again, Naylor's hands were on it first. Arnold's hands were not on it until it hit the ground, until the tackle was down. But then both of their hands are on it through the tackle. I would challenge that. I would challenge it. That's just me, but it's very close. The fact that Arnold's hands didn't touch it until Naylor's knee was down, and at no point did the ball bobble from his hand. Arnold's hands got onto it as Naylor's knee hit the ground. I would challenge it.
Honestly, I would rule it incomplete. Like that's the way that I would see it. Because if there's a question about possession, which there is, I would just rule it incomplete. Because he did have control up until he started going down, and then an argument could be made that control. He technically did.
Control. No, he caught it against his leg. That doesn't mean he lost control. And if you watch the camera angle,
but that's not having full control.
It doesn't matter if it's okay. They're keeping it as an interception. I think it was a catch, and I'm gonna make my case for it, and then we'll move on. Naylor catches it between his hand and his leg. It doesn't matter if it's your hand in your chest, your hand in your other hand, or your hand in your leg. It's still a catch all the same. He goes down. You can see Terry and Arnold's hands are not on the ball until after Naylor's knee hits the ground. Then his hands move to the ball. And then through the tackle, both of them had hands on the ball. The fact that Arnold did not touch the ball until Naylor's knee was down, and that at no point did Naylor bobble it from his leg and his hand, both of their hands were on it, I think that's a catch. But again, it's so close that it could be either way. I'm not going to argue it. They determined it's an interception.
See, I would personally, if there's a question like that, I would rule it an incompletion.
Speaking of incompletion, there's an incomplete pass to Raymond from golf.
Right.
The problem is that that's not how the NFL works.
That's the way that I would look at it.
The NFL's rule is that if it's too close to tell, so it's a tie, then it defaults in favor of the offense. That's the official NFL rule. So if it's a tie,
right, and I don't like that. I would much.
Well, I'm not saying you like it or not. I'm saying that's the rule, and so I'm saying if you can't tell if it's an interception or catch, it's by default supposed to be a catch.
Which in that call it was a catch, just not for you.
I think it was the wrong call, but like I said, it's so close that I understand it.
It was a catch. Right. Like at best, I'd have ruled it an incompletion. It's still not bad for the offense, but it does help the defense. See, I don't like Khalif Raymond.
Why not? Goff, another
I'm just
incomplete
not a
pass on
huge fan of
on
him.
third down. He got pressured. I'm telling you, listen, I'm not trying to talk shit about Goff. I think he's been really good lately. I'm telling you, Flores has him shook. He is getting happy feet and panicking when he gets under pressure.
It's the offensive line, man. It's not even Goff.
It's tomato. If it's the offensive line,
look
it's
at
the pressure that's coming through the offensive line. But Brian Flores is dialing up pressure.
Right, but
that has Goff shook.
we have a weak interior right now.
But that's not even the point. In previous years, Jared Goff has not panicked when under pressure. He is panicking under pressure today. So whether it's the offensive line or not, there's been pressure in previous years. He looks panicked under pressure today. And I'm not trying to talk bad about him. I'm like, Goff is doing good this year. Keegan, am I wrong? Does Goff not look like he's panicking a little bit more than he usually does when under pressure in this game? It feels like he's panicking and just throwing it. And a lot of times he's smart enough, heads up enough to throw it low, so if it's not caught, it'll be incomplete, which is great. But I feel like he's panicking under pressure more than he usually does. Keegan, you should come up on stage with us if you're done crushing your cheese dip. And they just kneel it out to end the first half.
And the Vikings get the ball back at half, too.
Keegan says he's sick. He ate too much cheese dip. That cheese dip will get you every time, man.
I don't think you ate enough cheese dip, and I think that's why you're sick. Because the best way to counteract cheese dip sickness is to eat more cheese dip. It's like the old adage, a bomb plus a bomb equals no bomb. It depends on what version of Velveeta you get. I've had that experience with Kraft more so than Velveeta, though.
I'll take old school Mexican queso with bacon and jalapeno bits in it.
All right, so let me know when the game is back.
All right.
But yeah, I think so. With some adjustments, I think the Lions have to make it half. So we got to get more A gap pressure going. We got to take advantage of that weak center you guys have, and I think the best way to do it would be to either blitz Campbell or Anzalone, or have Hutch rotate in to hit the A gap. I think that would be the best way to do that. Have the nose tackle rotate towards O'Neal and have Hutch rotate in to attack the center. I think that's a great way to take advantage of your guys' weak A gap to be able to get Hutch in to sack JJ as many times as we can. On offense, I think we really need to better establish the run game. We haven't really been doing a great job of it. we've been mainly trying to pass, but I mean we've been put in situations where it's a must-pass situation. But I think that really stems down to not establishing the ground game.
Right.
We need to get Sonic and Knuckles in the game and get them some yards on the field so we can start making you guys have to worry about that coming at any point. Because if you guys are too focused on trying to stop JMO and JMO and Amon Ra, and you guys lose sight on the fact that we also have Gibbs and Montgomery back there. I think that's going to be our keys to victory coming out of the half. We need to throw in some more stunts, get you guys some different looks, and we got to establish the ground game a little bit better. I think that's what we're going to see when the Lions come out for the second half. We're going to see adjustments to what we've been seeing from you guys on offense and defense. But like the announcer said, it's been a pretty even game thus far, and barring that, I mean we've done a pretty decent job with in the first half. We just need to kind of step it up for the second half. I will say this game does make me miss Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with it. I mean, Ben Johnson's a good offensive coordinator, and I don't know that he's a good head coach, but he's a good offensive coordinator.
Well, I mean, we know he's not a good head coach. He chose to go and coach Caleb Williams.
Right.
Like, who willingly does that when you're at Detroit?
and he's got Colston Loveland, and he hasn't really used him yet.
Right. Final score predictions. I'm going to say it's going to come down to a touchdown.
So my
And I think the Lions are going to win. I think the Lions are going to win by a touchdown.
I said I thought it was going to be 31-21 Lions, but now with at halftime, I'm gonna go with my Vikings. I'm gonna say Vikings 31-27.
I think that I'm going to say the same score, but for the Lions. Because I do think that the second half is going to be where we're going to see more of the Lions' ingenuity come into play, and it's going to be too much for your guys' defense to really be able to deal with. And I think your offense is going to start to see a lot different looks that you hadn't seen at any point in the first half. What do you think we're going to see with the Vikings coming into the half?
I mean, I think we're just going to see a lot of the same.
And that's what I'm actually hoping for. I'm hoping you guys don't change anything up, because if you do, you guys might have a chance at holding out and winning the game. But if you guys keep doing the same thing, I think the Lions are going to adjust and crush. That's what we do best. We have dead air.
Sorry, I'm potentially
Um,
doing a post game thing with Purple Daily's Vikings vent line.
oh, wonder how that's gonna go once the Lions win.
Shut up. I mean, I've been on there before, but I did their off season Vikings vent line thing, so a little bit different doing the post
Right.
game one.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly believe that we're gonna see a totally different game plan coming out of the half from the Lions. We'd almost have to with how they were playing the first half. I mean, yeah, it was pretty even. Minus that touchdown that a few even adjustment coming out of the half. I think you guys are going to go down. Like
Hey,
that's just kind of how it's going to go.
shout out to Maze Madman right now. He thought I was crazy when I said I thought Mike Locksley was going to get fired this year from Maryland. Guess what? Mike Locksley just got fired. Keegan, if somebody offered me $500 for them to burn my JJ jersey, I would do it, and then I would use 100 of that 500 to buy a brand new one, and then profit $400.
See, that's blasphemy.
No, it's profit. I've already bought this, right? So like me keeping this doesn't do anything to support the Vikings any more than I already have. But buying a second one is more support for the Vikings, and it's $400 extra dollars in my back pocket. So it's a win-win, and a win-win-win because the other person gets enjoyment out of seeing the jersey burned, I guess.
See, I want to get a gradient Hutch jersey. I want to get the one that's half Michigan, half Lions jersey
Yeah, I'd
for
love to have one
Hutchinson.
like for JJ like that.
I don't think they make a Minnesota and Vikings jersey.
Well, now I'm gonna look and find out if they do.
He would have had to stay in Michigan.
Holy shit!
What?
Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola is out for the rest of the year with a broken fibula.
That's not important, is it?
I mean, it is for the Big Ten. Keegan, if it was $200, I'd still do it because I could still buy another one and profit $100. All right, let's see.
Or you could do it, and then you could buy
Vikings,
like an Aiden Hutchinson jersey and
JJ
actually profit
McCarthy,
money.
half Vikings, half Wolverines. They do make them. They absolutely do make them.
That's unfortunate. So I think JJ would have looked better in the Honolulu blue.
Yeah, they absolutely make them. They're yeah, I can literally order it from Vikings.com, shopvikings.com.
I think it would have been better if JJ would have remained in Michigan.
I'll be honest with you. I think Kevin O'Connell is a better coach to lead JJ's career than Dan Campbell.
I think Dan Campbell would have been the best coach for JJ. Just because it's Dan Campbell. And Detroit hasn't really had like a good running quarterback in a while. It would have been great to see Dan Campbell scheme around a quarterback with mobility while also still having Montgomery and Gibbs. That is correct, Keegan. Americans coach or America's coach. Because the Detroit Lions are now America's team. No longer is it the Dallas Cowboys, sorry. And Dan Campbell should have won Coach of the Year last year.
No, he shouldn't have, dude. I've made this case many times. Don't make me revisit it. Last year, Kevin O'Connell deserved it. The year before that,
like I know you made the case.
No, hold on. But I 1,000% agree that Dan Campbell should have won it in 2023. But in 2024, Dan Campbell went in there with a roster that was supposed to go to the Super Bowl. They were expected to go to the Super Bowl. And he won 14 games in the regular season with Jared Goff, with Aiden Hutchinson, with Jahmyr Gibbs, with Amon-Ra, with Jamo, with Penei Sewell, with Frank Ragnow, with Taylor Decker, with Brian Branch. All of these great players. The Vikings went in with a team that was expected to not get more than 6 wins last year. And he went for 14 wins in the regular season, only losing to 2 teams all year, the Lions and the Rams, including in the playoffs, and did it with Sam Darnold, who up until last year was considered a complete bust. Did it with Aaron Jones at running back, who was considered to be over the hill and too old. Did it with an offensive line that in the middle contained Garrett Bradbury, Evan Ingram, and Blake Brandel. A defense where they lost their best defensive player in Danielle Hunter and signed Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard, who were supposed to be not impact signings. And he won 14 games. Both coaches won 14 games. One did it with a roster that was expected to go to the Super Bowl, and one did it with a roster full of busts and unimpressive players that wasn't expected to get more than 6 wins. Kevin O'Connell deserved Coach of the Year last year.
I mean, I think Kevin O'Connell and Dan Campbell should have gotten to the boxing ring and figured it out that way. Because then Dan Campbell would have been Coach of the Year last year.
Right. So you just admitted that he wouldn't have won it on his merits alone compared to Kevin O'Connell last year.
No. What I'm saying is they were both pretty even on it, and either one of them could have won. I still think Dan Campbell should have won.
What Kevin O'Connell did with his roster last year was more impressive than what Dan Campbell did with his roster. Now, again, I think Dan Campbell should have won it in 2023, and he got robbed of it in 2023. But the fact he got robbed of it in 2023 doesn't mean he should win it in 2024 if there was another coach that deserved it more.
Absolutely. Because then the next year, that's when O'Connell wins it. And then we do that every year. You're always 1 year behind on winning it.
All right, the game's back on, and we're still sitting there talking about last year. There's a flag on the play.
Holding.
Might be.
I just always assume it's holding.
Oh, it was offsides by the Lions. That'll be first down. So who was offsides? Let's see. Oh, yeah, that was definitely offside. You can't even deny that. Holy shit. Aleem McNeil, Keegan. There's your Aleem McNeil play of the game. JJ in shotgun. 3 receivers wide right. Throws it deep and overthrows barely Jordan Addison. Incomplete.
That's good.
You going to eat like you did on that last play when he got called for offsides, Keegan? Is that your definition of Aleem eating? All right, we got 2nd and 10. JJ in shotgun. Bunch right. Hands it off. No, fakes it. Keeps it. JJ running. Gains 6 or 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. JJ kept it and ran.
And then he got smacked, right?
No, he didn't. He just dove down and didn't get hit like a smart quarterback.
Dang it. Guys need to get faster about tackling him.
3rd and 3. Shotgun. Bunch formation right. 1 receiver left. Naylor in motion. Looking to throw. Scrambles out of the pocket. Fires. Oh, my God. Almost caught. Incomplete, though.
So that's 4th down then, right?
Yep.
Good. We'll take that ball back. So like I said, like we are seeing some different looks, some different coverages from the Lions coming out of the half, which has already benefited them in getting a 4 out.
I think it's fair to say that both teams made adjustments at halftime. Yeah.
Right. So we'll see whose adjustments are who adjusted better and who didn't. So like, the Lions are typically good at coming out of the half with adjustments that take advantage of the weaknesses on your team. So hopefully we'll see more of that. I like how, like, on that punt, nobody dropped back to try to pick up any blocks for that. So it kind of leads you to believe, like, they were intending to fair catch it the entire time. Because nobody dropped back to play cover, to play protection for that punt return. So I'm definitely hoping that we see more ground game coming out of the half. Because I think that's where we're going to really what we're really going to have to do.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think the Lions are going to win by 30 points in the second half. That'd be kind of hard to do.
All right, we got Goff under center, two receivers right. Hands it off to, I can't tell which back it is, but he gains 2 yards. I think it was.
Gibbs is 0. Montgomery, I
just couldn't see his jersey number.
3 or 13, I don't remember.
Jared Goff against the blitz today is 2 of 6 with 14 yards with a 42.4 passer rating. I'm telling you, the blitz has him shook today for some reason. And no, that was incomplete. I thought that was a catch. Incomplete to Amon-Ra. That was a good pass. He should have caught that. That's two passes today that Amon-Ra has dropped that he normally doesn't. Amon-Ra, stop hanging out with Samaj Morgan. He's rubbing off on you. Now we got Goff at shotgun. 3 receivers and a tight end. Gibbs in motion. Quick pass to Gibbs. Makes one miss, but gets tackled short of the first down line. It's going to be 4th and 2, and there's a flag.
Hold or not? It wouldn't be holding. Be
Well, it could be.
offsides.
It could be holding.
Can't be defensive holding.
Yep, holding. Penalties declined. It's going to be 4th down. It doesn't matter. It was declined. Why does it matter? Okay, so they take it back. There was no holding. But what does it matter? It was declined, so it didn't count regardless. Seems like a dumb thing to argue. It wouldn't have counted on the stat sheet. It didn't have any impact on the game. Like, I don't know why they were arguing that. Nice punt there. Fair catch at the 30-yard line. It's a stupid commercial. Applebee's with Dan Campbell and CJ Stroud.
I like the Dan Campbell Applebee's commercials. Those are always funny.
It's literally just him signaling to Stroud, who Stroud's the server, and Dan Campbell's over there signaling for him to upsell to 2 of something, telling him go for 2. JJ fires over the middle, caught by Justin Jefferson. Tackled at midfield. Aaron Jones might be out right now with a shoulder injury.
Awesome.
So Jordan Mason's in it running back. I wouldn't say awesome. Personally, I think Jordan Mason's our better back. Hands it to Jordan Mason up the middle. Like 6 yards on that. Jordan Mason is like, it's like we go from a real, it's like if we went from Donovan Edwards, who's like a very good pass catching back that has breakaway speed, to Jordan Marshall. Jordan Mason is like Jordan Marshall in that style of running. Center messed up the snap. JJ was able to recover it. That wasted it down.
Awesome.
Good heads-up play by JJ to save that, though. Gonna be 3rd and 7. JJ's in shotgun.
Would have been. I think it would have been better if he did save it, though. That would have been good position for us.
Dropping back. Detroit blitzing. JJ gets the throw off. Did he catch it? Justin Jefferson catches the first down throw. Threw out of the blitz. Oh, my God, that was awesome. JJ to JJ. Hashtag JJ to JJ. Perfect fucking throw. JJ in shotgun, throws it left, incomplete. But looks like they blew that one dead. That's not a drop. Stop it. He had 2 hands on it. He had 2 arms on it. Don't be a homer, Keegan. That was a catch. It was trapped in his hands and both forearms. Like he had 4 points of contact on the ball. It wasn't trapped against the ground.
No, that's a drop. That's a incompletion.
No, it's not. Stop being homers.
It was ruled an incompletion when the Lions did it against
it was
Chiefs.
It was just now ruled a catch because it was a catch.
Yeah, because we're not playing the Chiefs. We're playing a team with unbiased officiating now. But against the Chiefs, we had a similar reception.
This is the Vikings and the Lions. This has nothing to do with the Chiefs.
It's a reflection on the officiating as a whole.
I don't care about the Chiefs.
I care. Everyone should care because that was egregious.
It might have been, but it has nothing to do with the Vikings and Lions game.
But if they're going to rule it an incompletion in that game, it should be ruled an incompletion in this game.
I don't care what they ruled it in that game. What I care about is that it was a catch, so they should rule it a catch. They shouldn't rule it as an incomplete because they made a bad call in another game. Just because they make a bad call in one game doesn't mean they should continue making that same bad call in other games. They should learn from their mistakes and not make those bad calls.
Well, if they're going to learn from their mistakes, then that entire game should be overturned.
I mean, that's up to the NFL, but that doesn't, again, has nothing to do with the Vikings and Lions game. They should get the calls right, regardless of anything that's happened in previous games.
This year's officiating has been completely awful as a whole. So while we're on commercial, how did you feel about the Michigan game yesterday?
I mean, it was a win. I mean, our team is 5-1 in conference play, and people just want to be negative about stuff.
Well, we gave up too many points for one and too many yards for another.
Bro, we are 5-1 in the toughest conference in college football. With the
I would argue the SEC is the toughest.
With the youngest team in the toughest conference in college football, with a true freshman quarterback and our best offensive player, best non-running back offensive player is a true freshman wide receiver. Our best offensive player right now with Justice Haynes out is a redshirt freshman. 6 of our 11 players on offense yesterday were either true or redshirt freshmen, and we're 5-1. Anyone that wants to be negative is just looking for an excuse to be negative. Anyone that's poo-pooing the coaching staff never liked the coaching staff hired to begin with and just wants an excuse to be negative. We are 5-1 in the toughest conference with the youngest team in the conference. Stop being negative about our team.
I feel that we should still critique the team regardless. Because if we are always positive,
you can say they need to do things better without saying the team is trash, the coaching staff is trash, fire the coaches, Bryce Underwood's trash. Like, you don't have to be like that.
Right. I'm not being a Dallas fan here. Like with my takes, like I just think there's stuff that we definitely need to improve, especially before we get into the game.
I mean, I'm not talking about Dallas fan. I'm talking about half of our own fans.
I'm aware, but I'm referencing Dallas fan because he's the one that's in the M3 Discord going crazy constantly about our team, even though his team is literally not anywhere near the same league as ours. Like Notre Dame ain't nowhere close to Michigan. The only reason why they look good this year is because they had a cupcake schedule.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you're a Lions fan. This is inspired by Keegan's comment right now. The fucking Vikings are 3-4 right now. If the Lions win but only by 3 against a 3-4 team, do you suddenly say, "Oh, the Lions are trash. The Lions should have done better. They should have won by 30. No. We're trash because because we barely beat a bad team." No, you don't do that. So why are we doing that to Michigan?
No, honestly, there's things that the Lions need to button up for sure, especially going forward.
Fumble! Hitman Smith recovers a fumble.
The Lions definitely have things that they need to button up moving forward in the season.
Blake Cashman just punched out the ball, forced David Montgomery to fumble, and Hitman Harrison Smith picked it up. Oh, my God. Skol Vikes.
On the previous play, there should have been holding call that was missed. Because after the failed tackle on Amon-Ra, oh, never mind. Yeah, there it is. The failed tackle on Amon-Ra, they grabbed a hold of his ankles and held him still.
JJ under center, bunch formation left, 35-yard line. Hands it off to Jordan Mason. Mason cuts back left, up the middle, 7 or 8 yard gain. This is going to be another touchdown watch. Maybe not this play, I mean this drive.
Doesn't look like it got punched out. It looks more like he tripped and threw the ball.
No, he got punched out on the replay. Blake Cashman literally comes up and punches it out from behind while he's standing fully up, and then Hitman Harrison Smith catches the bounce off the ground. JJ in shotgun. We got Jefferson back in the backfield for split backs. JJ fires left. Caught. Jordan Addison with the catch. Even Keegan said it was punched out. Come on, Mike.
Oh, I know. I was just looking at like the initial way it looked. It looked more like he tripped and just threw the ball ahead of him.
JJ with a laser to Jordan Addison. First and 10, Vikings. From the 11-yard line. JJ under center, wing formation, one receiver. Hands the ball off. Jordan Mason up the middle, 2-yard gain. Maybe 3.
Yeah, we definitely have to get a stop here to keep the game within reach.
Yeah, you got to keep us to a field goal here.
If we can't get a stop, that's going to kind of put it a little bit. That's going to put it out of reach with how we've been playing this game. Like we can potentially
JJ under
come
center.
back.
You got Hawkinson in motion. Bunch right, one receiver left. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. JJ scrambling, throws it away.
That's what,
Hutch,
2nd and
Hutch
10 right now?
Hutch almost had a sack. It'll be 3rd and 7 now. Hutch almost
Okay,
had
good.
a sack.
Would have been great if Hutch would have got the sack.
No, he did tackle him, but it wasn't a spear.
Oh,
Sorry, Keegan, it wasn't a spear.
no, because if he did spear JJ, we would have got a flag.
We don't need Justin Jefferson being injured. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we do.
Stop it. Don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't hope for any player to get injured. I just hope for them to get completely decimated, but not injured. Like, I want them to get smothered on every play by our defense, but not injured. I do think that if we can get a good hit on JJ's ankle, we can take him back out, but I don't want that to happen. Oh, JJ is Jets injured?
They don't know. They're taking a timeout while he gets looked at. I mean, he didn't look like he was in a lot of pain, but he was sitting down and they were looking at him.
He might be out for a play or two. Oh, yeah.
You're being a robot right now. You're going R2D2.
I really hate Atlanta.
Bro, I'm gonna have a field day on X if JJ continues his streak of not losing a game as a starting quarterback in the state of Michigan. Jefferson looks like he's okay. He's on the sideline walking just fine. All right, so he's out for this play at least. Adam Thielen's in at receiver. Got Naylor in motion, tight formation. Now we got Bunch on the right side. JJ with a snap. Scrambles away from the pressure. Keeps it. Gets around the edge. JJ runs it in for a touchdown. JJ McCarthy, touchdown. And JJ just did a little gritty. JJ McCarthy. All the doubters. Fuck every doubter. Fuck every JJ McCarthy hater. Including the fake-ass Michigan Wolverines fans that have been talking shit about him.
You're not a fake fan because you stop supporting a Wolverine when they go to not your NFL team.
If you stop supporting them when they graduate or move on to the next part of their career, then you never truly supported the player to begin with.
If they don't go to your team, they become the op. You have to root against them.
No, you should know this as somebody who played football. You're always a member of that team that you were on. So if you're a Michigan Wolverine, especially if you win a national championship as a Michigan Wolverine, you are forever a Michigan Wolverine. I don't care where you play ball at the next level.
I agree. If you don't have a specific, I agree. If you don't support a specific NFL team,
I don't care about
that.
I'm saying
I fully agree.
Matter.
But
I'm saying
if you support
that does not
for
matter.
example, if you're a Lions fan in this game, you root against. You have to root against them.
I don't care where you played after you're done at Michigan. If you play at Michigan, especially if you win a national championship, you are forever a Wolverine. I don't care if you play in the fucking CFL. I don't care if you play in a Japanese football league or if you go over to fucking New Zealand and play rugby. You are a Michigan Wolverine for life. And if you supported them when they were there and then stop supporting them when they move on, you never supported them to begin with.
No. See, I don't agree with that.
Well, you cannot agree, but you're wrong.
No.
Anybody that's ever played the sport, anybody that has ever played football or any team sport understands that, especially if you win, but regardless, you are a member of that team for life. It doesn't matter. It's your high school team. It doesn't matter if it's your college team. You are whatever team that is, you are that for life.
Unless you go to the op in the NFL.
No, it doesn't change regardless.
And then you become the enemy until you retire, or you stop becoming an, or you stop being an op.
If you're putting restrictions on that, then you never supported them to begin with.
Nah, I support the Wolverines.
Then keep supporting them.
But if they go to an op, I have to root against them.
Sack on Jared Goff.
That's what it is.
Javon Hargrave with another sack. And now there's an injury. I don't like the injuries. Taylor Decker.
Is it your injury?
No, it's for the Lions. Taylor Decker left.
Oh, it's our injury. That's great.
But I don't want him to be injured.
Oh, God damn it. We don't have a good. I don't either. I don't want him injured either because we don't have a good backup at left tackle.
Yeah, I don't want any player getting injured like that.
That is definitely not good if he's like out for multiple games because we don't have a good backup.
Keegan, if only you believed it when I told you that when we were talking about who you were going to start on your fantasy team.
So yeah, so this game is over for the Lions.
Yeah, it's not over, but I mean, it's only a 10-point game.
Yeah, but we've been having offensive line issues all game already, and now we don't have our starting left tackle. So that's going to weaken both the center and the left
We
the
don't
left
know.
C
We
gap.
don't know what it is. He may just be out for a play or two. We don't know what it is.
I mean, it's already going to be a
Oh,
turnover.
I see what happened too. That was bad. So Jonathan Grenard got pushed into the back of Taylor Decker's knee. So you got Dan Skipper in at left tackle now.
Yeah,
Blitz by the Vikings. Goff gets the throw off. It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he's tackled short of the first down. It's going to be third and like 1 or 2. Nice throw by Goff. Nice catch by Amon-Ra. Good tackle by Byron Murphy. It's 3rd and 3. Goff in shotgun. Throws it short, left side, flat. Gets the completion. Backup tight end, right. I don't know who that is, but he gets the first down.
Ben Wright has more wheels than Sam Laporta.
This isn't the right game to say that on because Laporta's got a really good stat line in this game.
Well, I know. Like, I'm not saying that Laporta's not a great tight end. I'm saying that Wright is a little bit faster of a tight end.
All
Like
right,
when we
Goff under
need
center. Jamo's in motion.
to get downfield,
Takes the handoff,
he's
play
a good
action,
target to
fires
hit.
it to Jamo over the middle. Caught, held on to, first down by Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams able to keep control of the catch, even through the hit from Hitman Smith. So good play by Jamison Williams there.
I mean, Jamo's got good retention.
1st and 10, Goff under center. Tight wing formation. False start by the Lions.
Come on, guys. I'm guessing it was probably Skipper, too.
No, it was the tight end. 88.
Laporta?
No, I don't think it was Laporta or Wright, but he was on the outside of the line. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whoever number 88 was. Keegan, who's number 88 on the Lions? Is Wright 88? I thought he was 89. Maybe it was Wright. Pitch to Gibbs. Runs left, gets 2 yards. It's kind of gay, Ripstar.
Don't read Ripstar's message.
I'm not. I said he's being kind of gay.
You gotta say homosexual.
Goff under
You can't
center.
say
I
the
know.
G word.
I will say the G word. He was being gay. Goff under center.
We want to get
two receivers
monetized.
in motion. That's a flag. You can't have 2 guys in motion.
You can. They just have to get set before you snap.
Yeah, they weren't. 2 guys were in motion when he snapped the ball.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that. You can have 2 guys in motion, but one or both have to stop motion before the snap.
Right. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 23. We got Amon-Ra in motion. Trips right. Looks like Gibbs in the backfield. Passes over the middle. Laporta catches it. Short gain there, only a couple yards. 3rd and 14. All right, Goff in shotgun, trips right. One receiver out wide left. Blitz by the Vikings. Pass gets off right. Jamo makes one miss and gets the first down. First down, Lions.
Let's go. Let's go, Jamo.
That was a good move by Jamo post catch to make Isaiah Rodgers miss. Rodgers should have sat back and waited for the first move instead of making the first move. He guessed wrong. He went left. Jamo spun right and was able to get the first down.
And, if he keeps doing that, I think we'll have a good game.
Over the middle, incomplete. Yeah, that's why I said, Keegan, it's not over yet. It's only a 10-point game. I'm not confident in that it's a for sure win right now.
I mean, we'll see when you guys get back on offense, like what we're going to be looking at.
I still don't know who 88 was because Wright was 89. All right, tight formation here. Laporta in motion. Goff under center. Vikings with 5 guys rushing. Gibbs runs left. Gets around the edge for a 2-yard gain, knocked out of bounds. Oh, okay. It was more than I thought. The announcer said it was pick up a 5. It's 3rd and 6, so we were both off. It was 4-yard gain. Jahmyr Gibbs only has 26 yards today. Goff in shotgun, tight formation, bunch right. Under pressure, sacked! Eric Wilson with the sack on the linebacker blitz. It's going to be 4th down.
Which means they're probably kicking the field goal.
Not great pass protection by Jahmyr Gibbs there. So they're going to send out Bates for the easy field goal.
Yeah. Hopefully Bates doesn't pull a Zavada, though.
Nope, he got it. So it's a 7-point game now.
I don't mean a dog on our team on the Michigan team, but it's not a secret that Zavada struggles with the easy field goals.
I don't think it's on Zavada. I think it's on J.B. Brown or special teams coordinator.
Well, who has to make the kick, though?
Well, who's got to coach him?
Well, right, but he was doing decent last year. He got a lot of practice in last year for kicking field goals. You think he'd be an expert by now? Yeah, I don't know why they would have Gibbs in on that play. I would have put Montgomery in.
Miles Price, another return. He's free. Still going. There's a flag. It's a return touchdown unless the flag brings it back.
Probably does. Probably holding.
It might. Yeah, it might. It might bring it back.
No one breaks free like that without holding being called, unless you're Turbo Turpin.
Yep, it's going to be holding.
Yep. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, if there's a flag and they got if there's a flag and they got a touchdown from the kickoff, probably holding. Wait, hold up. So if it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Oh, no, okay, no, sorry. For some reason, I was thinking that would mean that it's half the distance to the goal, and we were about to see a safety. But yeah, no.
It'll be 5 yards back from where the ball was at the time that the hold happened.
Okay. Dang it. I was really hoping for half the distance to the goal line. So I was really looking forward to seeing Detroit get a safety on Minnesota. Because we definitely would have done a weak Martindale blitz right there. Wink is not a legend.
Wink is actually absolutely a legend.
Not at Michigan, not when it takes him 8 weeks to get the ball rolling.
Wink is a legend, period.
If he was a legend, it wouldn't take him 8 weeks to get the ball rolling on defense.
5-yard gain. A 4-yard gain. Amik Robinson looks like he's injured. His left leg, he's favoring it.
Look, I get we have a very young team, but it still shouldn't take you 8 weeks to get the ball rolling on defense. And then drop the ball the following week against Purdue.
That doesn't mean that Wink's no longer a legendary coach. He's been a legendary coach before he ever came to Michigan. He still is. Let me tell you something. Without Wink Martindale, the Ravens don't have any Super Bowl wins. Without Wink Martindale, Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald never come to Michigan as defensive coordinator. We never win the national championship in 2023. That was because of Wink Martindale. He's a legend at Michigan. If for no other reason, then we wouldn't have had Jesse Minter or Mike McDonald without Wink Martindale. So I'm not going to have anyone slander Wink Martindale at Michigan.
Well, I don't understand why it takes him 8 weeks to get anything going on defense, and even still, like this season.
Because real life football is not a video game. There are ups and downs. College football is not the NFL. The vast majority of players on every team, including Michigan, are not going to play in the NFL. college football is ugly. There's a sack on JJ. He tried to get away from the pressure and stumbled. He got away from it, but he stumbled.
I think we still would have beaten OSU even without Wink last season. I think that this season, if he had more of his shit together,
That's
we could have
insane.
won in week 2.
That's absolutely insane. We're not beating Ohio State last year without Wink Martindale.
I think we would have beat him last year without
we're not.
Wink.
No, we're not. His defense held Jeremiah Smith to, 35 yards? His defense held
right, and then this season it couldn't even he didn't even.
We scored.
And in this season he couldn't even remember what a QB spy was until the fourth quarter.
We had 62 total yards passing in that game. We win without the defense? No.
But then you look at this season, and it took him 4 quarters to remember what a QB spy was.
That doesn't mean he's not a good coach. He just had a different game.
Right, but how do you forget? Like, even if you had a different game plan, you come into the game, you see they're running their quarterback all over the damn place. Why are you not putting a spy out there like by quarter 2? I mean, come on. Like every drive they ran Mateer.
But that doesn't make him a bad coach.
I think most coaches would have adjusted for a spy after like the first quarter.
Most coaches don't have a Super Bowl. Most coaches don't have an entire system that he designed that has won championships at both the pro and college level. So I don't care what most coaches would do. Wink's a legend.
I mean, he's definitely a legend for giving up yards that he shouldn't have given up.
Incredible defensive system. He's a legend for having a decade of great defenses in the NFL. He's a legend that
in the NFL.
He's
the college isn't the NFL.
His defense system, his disciples have won championships at the NFL and the college level. Do you not understand that Jesse Minter is a disciple of Wink Martindale? Jesse Minter ran Wink Martindale's defense at Michigan and won the national championship. So Wink Martindale is a legend because his system that he designed has won national championships at both the pro and college level. I don't give a shit what other defensive coordinators would do. Wink Martindale is a legend. His defense.
A legend at giving up yards he shouldn't.
No, a legend at creating an incredible defensive system, a legend at mentoring incredible defensive coordinators, including the one that won a national championship in Michigan, including the one that snapped in Mike McDonald that snapped the losing streak to Ohio State and won our first Big Ten championship in a decade. Wink Martindale designed that system. Wink Martindale mentored Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator that did that. Wink Martindale mentored the defensive coordinator that 2 years later won a national championship in Michigan.
Right, and now he's giving up yards he shouldn't.
Wink Martindale is a legend for designing a system and mentoring the defensive coordinators who have had success just like he has. There's literally nothing you can say that makes Wink Martindale suddenly not a legend or a bad defensive coordinator. He has more accomplishments than 99% of other defensive coordinators in the entire world.
But what took him 4 quarters to figure out what a QB spy was?
None of that makes him a bad coordinator. None of that makes him less of a legend. None of that takes away any of his accomplishments. He could call bad football games for the next 10 years, and you would still be a more accomplished defensive coach than 99% of other defensive coaches in the entire sport of football.
I mean, if he calls bad defenses and costs us games, he definitely shouldn't be at Michigan.
He absolutely should be at Michigan because there's very few defensive coordinators that are on his level and even fewer that are better than him.
Well, apparently the Oklahoma coach was above his level.
No, he wasn't.
Because
the Oklahoma coach has won one national championship as the defensive coordinator at Clemson. That does not trump Wink Martindale's accomplishments.
Well, I mean,
Brent
it did
Venables did
trump.
not
It
design
did.
an entire defense.
Like,
And
I'm
Brent
not an
Venables has
Oklahoma
not won a
fan.
Super Bowl. Brent Venables has not mentored multiple defensive coordinators that have won championships at the NFL or
But he did
or the
defeat.
college
But
level.
he can now say that he defeated Wink Martindale
No, he didn't.
pretty handedly.
Because Brent Venables is a defensive coach. He did not defeat Wink Martindale. Ben Arbuckle's offensive game plan with players that were not true freshmen beat Wink Martindale's young defense. That does not mean Ben Arbuckle outcoached Wink Martindale. That does not mean that Brent Venables outcoached Wink Martindale. That does not mean that either one is a better coach than Wink Martindale. Brent Venables will never be a better coach than Wink Martindale.
I mean, USC also beat Wink Martindale.
USC's defensive coordinator is a disciple of Wink Martindale. Danton Lynn is a disciple of Wink Martindale.
And he beat Wink Martindale.
Okay. So you just proved the point that Wink is really good at mentoring defensive coordinators and his system works, which means that Wink Martindale is a great coach.
I'm not saying he's not a great coach. He's just not great for Michigan.
Said he was not a great coach. You're trying to say all these other coaches are better, and they're not.
No, I'm not saying they're better. I'm saying that they were the better coach in that instance.
Coordinators. Wink Martindale is coaching one of the youngest defenses in the country, the youngest defense in the Big Ten. Just because another team gets the better of his team on a specific day does not make him a bad coach. We are not getting a better defensive coordinator than Wink Martindale. Nice throw over the middle by Goff to Laporta.
What I'm saying is it shouldn't take 4 quarters to remember what a QB spy is.
Correct. But that does not make him a bad coach.
Like any other coach would have put out a QB spy after Q1.
Well, that's not true. And you don't know that him not putting a QB spy was the reason that the play failed. It could have been a missed tackle. It could have been a blown coverage. It could have been a player playing out of position. It could have been a player not listening to Wink, which has been a problem at Michigan because some of those players thought, well, we did it this way in 2023 and we're better. We know better. So they weren't listening to Wink, especially last year. And that's been said by defensive players that were on that team last year. So you don't know what it is that's causing those bad plays. It could have been youth. It could have been inexperience. It could have been bad decisions by the players. It could have been a bad call by Wink. Me saying he's a great coach and not a bad coach doesn't mean that he's going to make the right call every time. But don't sit here and say that he's a bad coach or that other coaches are better than him when they're not.
I mean, if you beat someone, doesn't that make you better than them?
Hold on. What was that call that just happened? It was a 10-yard penalty on Detroit. Block in the back by Jamison Williams. That's what it was.
I mean, it also should have been unnecessary roughness. 2.
Unnecessary roughness on the quarterback for on a run play? Come on.
No. Let's talk about the previous play.
Nice throw by Goff, but it's overthrown out of the end zone.
No, there should have been unnecessary roughness on the previous play, a personal foul, because he made contact with Goff after he threw the ball.
Hold on, I'm trying to hear what the flag call is, dude. Stop. Holding offense, but it's declined. Yep, that's a hold by Taylor Decker.
Well, the officials are really trying to.
No, don't even try that, dude. On the replay, you literally see him holding Bernard's fucking collar of his jersey. Don't try that. Don't even try that. That was not the refs. That was Decker.
Well, that's why. Well, normally when a coach declines a penalty, it's because the officials are just calling shit for the shits and giggles.
To St. Brown gets a couple yards. Yeah, don't try to act like that was the freaking uh, refs on that. Shout out to Corey in the chat. Yeah, Vikings are looking great, man. This is what you know what, Corey, at the start of the year, this is the team I thought we were going to have with the Vikings from the start of the year. Shout out to Corey in the chat.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are getting Week 1 Lions this game.
Short throw by Goff to Amon-Ra at the 20-yard line, tackled, short of a first down. Will they go for it on fourth? Uh-oh, St. Brown's not getting up. Wait, okay, he's getting up slow. I don't want injuries. I like St. Brown. I don't want injuries. He's holding his left knee.
Oh no.
Let's see what happened here. So there's the catch. He comes down. Okay, I think what happened is he came down on the tackle, got pushed into the ground, and his left leg wasn't straight, and so it kind of like got jacked into the ground. Oh, Corey, what could that be? What kind of injury could that be? Let us know. All right, Amon-Ra is walking off the field, so maybe just a pulled muscle.
If Amon-Ra gets injured, that's our season.
I mean, you still got Jamo and Gibbs.
I know what I said. I mean, we're already struggling.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Without Amon-Ra. We got a receiver in motion. Khalif Raymond in motion. Goff is changing the play. Goff is changing the play. He killed that. He killed whatever that play was audibly. Raymond in motion again. And is that a false start or an offsides? It's offsides on the Vikings. That'll be a first down for the Lions.
Thank God. That's a saving grace right there.
That was a mistake by Grenard. But yeah, that was a good bait for the Lions there to draw the offsides. Okay, so they're saying that Amon-Ra has to come back out because because there was a injury timeout, he has to come out for at least one play, and that last play did not count as a play.
Oh, that's stupid.
No, I mean that's the rule. If play stops because you're injured, you have to come out for at least one play.
Why are they not going to count that last play as a play though?
Because it has to be a snap. Like the play has to be snapped. It has to be a legal snap.
Oh, that's stupid.
The only exception is if the defense calls a timeout. All right, it's 1st and 10 now. 15-yard line. Goff drops back to throw over the middle, incomplete.
Now we get Amon-Ra back.
Yep, now Wright gets to come back in. Now Christian Mahogany's now down, not getting up.
Oh, great. Here we go. An injury palooza begins.
This is starting to look a lot like an Ole Miss game.
Like a what?
Ole Miss game.
Oh. I thought you said something completely different.
No, it's where Lane Kiffin. I didn't say. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything about Tress. I said Ole Miss. Where Lane Kiffin was having his players fake injuries on late in the game to get game stoppages between plays. I think Keegan's talking about the strength and conditioning coach on the Lions, and he's doing it sort of tongue in cheek because of what people have been saying about Trez. Ripstar, I think you're misunderstanding what he's saying.
Yeah, we definitely need a better strength and conditioning coach because he has been dropping the ball.
Well, no, but I'm saying I think Ripstar thinks that Keegan's like being serious. Keegan's actually making fun of the same people that Ripstar disagrees with.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm full on with replace the strength and conditioning coach. I think he's been dropping the ball for too many years now. See, what I don't get is if you have to take a timeout anyway, why not just call a timeout? Like, if an injury is going to cause you to use a timeout regardless, you should probably just call a timeout, right? Rather than trying to use player injury for getting stops.
Well, you don't. So you're only charged a timeout if it's in under 2 minutes. Injury timeout doesn't actually charge you a timeout.
Okay.
Christian Mahogany is being carted off. Let's hope he's not.
See, now that's
injured.
So see, now that's dedication to the plan right there. But I mean, realistically, when you really think about it, it was never a matter of if Mahogany would get injured, but more so a matter of when Mahogany would get injured. But now I don't think that Mahogany's replacement.
For 1 yard.
I do not believe that Mahogany's replacement is up to snuff, though. We do not have great backups on the line.
We'll see if Brian Flores takes advantage of that with more linebacker blitzes.
I mean, we already have a really weak line, so I mean, I'm surprised that y'all haven't been doing more linebacker blitzes. You probably would have stopped us more.
We have been. Eric Wilson's had 2 sacks. Blake Catchman's been in the backfield a lot. There's a penalty.
Because, like, we do not have a strong second. We don't have a strong second string.
That's a false start on Taylor Decker.
Sounds about right.
3rd and 14 now. It's going to be from the 18-yard line. 3rd and 14.
Speaking of injuries, have you heard any updates about Cam Scadaboo?
Under pressure, sack! We were just talking about blitz. Jalen Redmond, defensive lineman, just got a sack on Goff.
Cool.
On 3rd down.
Anyway, have you heard any updates? Have you heard any updates on Cam Scadaboo?
Last update was that he's expected to be back by midsummer.
By midsummer? Dang.
All right, so
that means
it's going to be a field goal.
That means we're definitely going to see a reduction in the rating for the Giants while Cam's out.
Oh! The kick was blocked, and it's being run back.
Cool.
Isaiah Rodgers runs it back. He does not get a touchdown, but he gets knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, that is a travesty that Cam's not going to be participating. this season.
Wow!
Def-
A
we're
blocked
definitely
kick
bound.
and then returned down to the other side of the field. Almost a touchdown.
Definitely going to see some
It was
ratings
blocked
reduced
by the
for the
defensive
Giants.
line by Levi Drake Rodriguez and picked up by Isaiah Rogers.
Cool.
Credit to Jake Bates for not giving up on the play and able to push to keep up with Isaiah Rogers enough to push him out of bounds. Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown.
And I wonder if the Giants are regretting cutting Donovan Edwards now.
They've already cut Donovan Edwards, I think.
Yeah, they did in the
JJ under
in the
center.
preseason.
Pitches it to Mason. Mason running right. Gets around the edge. Makes someone miss. Steps out of bounds. It's going to be
Because
second and 4.
I think he ended up on the Jets practice squad. I think he ended up over at the Jets, didn't he?
Yeah. All right. Now we got second and 5. JJ's in shotgun. Single back. Jefferson in motion.
I would have much rather him.
Fakes the
I would have much
handoff.
rather him end up over at
JJ steps
the.
up. Keeps it himself. Scrambles. First down, JJ McCarthy. There's a flag.
I would have much rather Donovan probably holding. Would have much rather Donovan Edwards end up over at the Titans with his boy Cleo Mullins.
Probably holding. Yep.
I think that would have been perfect reuniting the Don and the Bulldozer. You know. I don't know what Mullins' nickname is, so I'm just going with the Bulldozer.
Yeah, that was holding.
Did Mullins ever get an actual nickname? Like we have Donovan the Don. Did Mullins ever get his own nickname?
No, he was just Khalil Mullins.
Oh.
All right, so now it's going to be second and 15 for the Vikings. JJ under center.
Which one rips the Bulldozer for Mullins?
He just did a Lichamax special, an end around with Jordan Addison for a first down.
Yeah, see, I think that would be a good nickname for Mullins, especially like once he gets healthy. If they can get him in on some of those power plays.
Hey, Lichamax, why don't you explain why I just said that was a Lichamax special play?
Huh? The end around?
End around to Jordan Addison.
Because it works in the game?
Because I traded you Jordan Addison and you killed fucking people with that end around with Jordan Addison? Jordan Mason with a run to the left. Crazy stiff arm, but then there was a flag. Holding on defense. Automatic first down, half the distance to the goal. Hey, Keegan, is this what you meant by Aleem McNeil's going to eat? Bro, he just stiff-armed the hell out of Arnold. That's a highlight shot right there. All right, JJ under center, I formation. Hands it to Mason. Mason runs up the middle. No gain. JJ under center. Addison in motion. Keeps it. Throws. And it's incomplete. Terry and Arnold with a nice deflection on Justin Jefferson. Yeah, that was good coverage by Arnold. I dunk on Terry and Arnold a lot. That was really good coverage. Really good coverage.
Oh, that should have been a face mask on Arnold.
Damn, you're really behind. You're on that run, aren't you?
Yeah.
JJ under center, I formation, fakes the handoff. JJ keeps it. Tries to run it in himself, but gets knocked out at the 1 yard line.
Awesome. Now we just got to hit him harder.
All right, so we're going to send out Will Record, kick the field goal. Wait, Keegan, what number is McNeil? I thought he was 54. What number is McNeil? All right, so it's a 10-point win now again, 27-17.
Oh, hey, by the way,
Jared Goff today, while under pressure, 6 for 15, 71 yards, 5 sacks. He's been pressured on 52.6% of his dropbacks, which is a season high. So just to point this out real quick, this is a season high of pressures on dropbacks for Jared Goff at 52.6. The game that everyone lambasts J.J. McCarthy for against Atlanta week 2 this year, he had a 53.9% pressure rate. That is higher than this game with Jared Goff. It is higher than the game where that Mahomes looked pedestrian in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay. That's why JJ had a bad game. The offensive line let a higher than 50% pressure rate, and you see what happens to Jared Goff when he gets pressured almost that much.
Cool. By the way, folks, if you are watching over at the Kinetik 615 channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and also hop over to the Gamers Sideline and hit that subscribe button over there as well.
Right.
We usually go live on Fridays for Football Fridays, where we talk about the week in review and the next week to come. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed.
I always get turned around with StreamYard because, like, you're on StreamYard, you're on this side of me, but on YouTube, you're on this side of me.
And also, if you guys see there's a QR code in the corner of the video. That's to Kinetik's GoFundMe. So if you are able to, just scan that and check it out. The link is also in the description as well. So.
Auburn has fired Hugh Freeze. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 6, Lions ball, 3 minutes left in the game. Goff drops back, fires right, connects with St. Brown. First down, tackled just past midfield. That was a nice pitch and catch there. Goff and shotgun, 4 receivers, fires left. St. Brown breaks a tackle, keeps going, almost a first down. Good play. Now St. Brown's limping again. He's coming out.
Oh, great.
All right, we got Goff and shotgun, 4 receivers, hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to run up the middle for the first down. I think he stopped. Clock's still running. Lions don't look like they don't know what they're doing. It's 3rd and 1. It's going to go to the 2-minute warning. They just let 16 seconds off, just run off the clock for no reason.
I will be back.
All right, bro. This has been a great game. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time, Keegan. This is probably the best watch along stream we've had all season. Hey, if the Lions come back, it's still a great game. What I wanted to see today, I wanted to see JJ look like an NFL quarterback, and he has. And touchdown Lions. There you go. Nice play by Jamo. Oh wait, that's not a touchdown? I thought that was a touchdown. Listen, I'm not saying the Lions can't come back, bro. I'm saying that I wanted to see JJ look like the great quarterback that I know he can be, and he has. That's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a touchdown, bro. I will say it was kind of bullshit, that little push off. Come on, Keegan. As a former wide receiver, you know what I'm talking about. That push off was a little bullshit, but good play. No, I'm not homering it. It's a great play. I called it a touchdown when I watched it live. I'm saying watching it back, that was a bullshit push off, but it's still a great play. I'm not saying that that's the reason he got a touchdown. JJ under center. Play action. Keeps it. Gets a few yards. Heads up play by JJ there. Heads up play by JJ. Jordan Mason with the run, only a yard. Yeah, y'all might come back and win it. I expected y'all to win to begin with. So, in fact, I predicted y'all to win 31-21. If y'all get a touchdown, y'all got 31 points. But we've already got more points than I thought we were going to have. And I've seen what I need to see. JJ's the guy. Just Jalen Naylor on the catch. First down. JJ McCarthy. That's game. JJ McCarthy. Hell yeah. Vikings win 27-24. JJ McCarthy's the guy. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone that came by and hung out. Keegan, Corey, Ripstar, Kirk. If I'm forgetting someone, I apologize. Lichamax for coming and joining me. Appreciate it. Beats and Treats for being the first one in here. Appreciate you guys. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, I am live here on Kinetik 615 and over on the Gamer Sideline. Subscribe to both channels. Find me on all social media platforms at Kinetik 615. And if you get a chance, take a look at the GoFundMe link in the bio. It's also in this QR code that Lichamax had gotten set up for me. Appreciate everything, guys. You guys are great. Had a great time today. And until next time, as always, we'll end this with Go Blue. But this time, let's also add Skull Vikes.
From joystick dreams to Friday night lights, it's controllers and cleats under podcast mics with Life Max dropping deep like he's throwing a bomb, and Kinetik calling audible, staying calm in the storm. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Leash Max, never miss a beat. When the final whistle blows or the credits roll, we're signing off strong, that's our gamers take control. Catch us on the sideline, where legends chill, where the playbooks flip and the passion's real. If you heard the takes, then you know the drill. Till next time, fam, keep it clutch, keep it skill. From the field to the sticks, yeah, we bring the heat. With Kinetik and Lichmax, never miss a beat. When the headset's off and the lights go low, we'll be back next game, y'all already know. We out.